think I'd be ready for this filming thing before I start filming. But no. Every single time, I've got something else that I've forgotten to do. So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is my I Love Cats coffee mug that my youngest daughter got me for Christmas of 2018. Nothing on the inside, but he's so cute with his little fish and his whiskers and the nose. So yeah, I really like this mug. I like all my mugs. I don't know why I say that. I really like this mug. I like all my mugs. I really, really do. Anyway, today's tea is not in front of me, of course. But it is the Pukka Manuka honey, chamomile Manuka honey. It's on here. It's also hot. So today's tea is the chamomile, vanilla, and Manuka honey that I picked up from Kroger. I have double bagged it because I can't remember if it was a stronger tea or not. A lot of the store brand teas are not. However, I do recall Pukka. I was introduced to the Pukka brand in my Sip Spy box, and I do think it's a little bit stronger than the Stash teas. But we just double bagged it. Give her a try today. There is no milk, however, in my cup. You all know I like sugar and milk in my tea. So this is going to be a little different. And it only just started steeping, but it's already a beautiful dark golden color, dark brown, dark caramel color. Yeah, caramel, more caramel. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and give her a sip and get started. Like I said, it just started steeping about 2 minutes ago. So bottoms up, I guess. Let's give her a try. Okay, she don't need milk. That's nice, especially double bagged. That tastes really, really good. And I need it today. It has been ugly around here lately. The weather, it's been ugly around here. Anyway, so today I'm actually going to try to get into the final review for these indie brands. This includes Makeup Geek, Vanessa, Vanity. Let's do this so you can see it. This is Makeup Geek. This is Vanessa, Vanity. This is Terra Moons, and this is Looxi. And I've used all of one or two shadows from all of these in my look today, but I have used other stuff as well. Obviously, since there's green on my lid and there's nothing in here green. I do have to say one of the biggest problems I had with this stuff is the colors I picked. I don't know what was in my head. I just don't. But anyway, we'll get to these in just a minute. First, I want to go ahead and open my January Jenny Bell. She is a monthly earring subscription. I've already opened up my back. Oh, they covered up the smile mail. You can't see it. But I really, really love her. I wear almost nothing but her earrings now. And I keep trying to challenge her a little bit more, a little bit further. You know, just because it's me. I'm just challenging stuff. Anyway, so we're going to open this up real quick now. I'm debating on making it a individual video. Problem is it would only last about 5 minutes maybe total. There's nothing to swatch or anything, so I'm going to keep trying to put it in with other things, but it may occasionally come up as its own video just because of the fact that how I have to do things. Alrighty, so got our packing. This is actually really nice packing. There are no of the paper snakes in here, or whatever you want to call them. We've got our notes, pulling everything out of here. It's a nice little box. That paper didn't want to come out. And I really love how she decorates her boxes. I mean, she puts little stickers and things all over them. And she really does seem to put a really great deal of effort into the packaging, into the work, into the whole subscription, and I really, really appreciate that. Honestly, I know that your Fleek is cheaper. This is a $15, I think is my total $15 to $16 subscription, but I do think you get better quality, you get more personalized quality because she does custom make these, and I can't appreciate her enough, honestly. So you'll get, every month, you'll get a card that says, here's your Creative Jenny Bell Originals. Thank you so much for your subscription. 100% every month you'll get that. And it's a $15 subscription, 16. That's including the shipping, but the earrings retail for $22 and up. She does a lot of work. And then you get your little card, and she's put a little note on our card or something on here. You get a little card that you can fill out and let her know how you liked your box, how you liked your earrings. She has questions that you can fill things out. So I prefer gemstones, crystals, charms, or a variety. Whatever you want to do, you can list here. She has plenty of space, and of course you can write on the back as well. She says, hi Domi, let me know anytime I can be of service to you. Thank you so much, Jenny. We've been sending notes back and forth. So this is actually a little bit short for her, but that's okay. You know, we just got out of Christmas and New Year's, and it's been busy. So, and my notes lately have been running a bit late. And she usually sends a little extra. And this time I got a little Happy Valentine's Day thing. I'm not sure quite what it is. Might be stickers. Might be, I'm not sure. Might be a card. Might be a bunch of cards. What are you? Oh, it's a little book. It's a little booklet. That's cute. So it's Happy Valentine's Day on here. You open it up. It's a little notepad type thing that you can go ahead and take with you. That's very cute. I'll probably put that in my purse. Take that with me to take emergency notes. And then, of course, you get your earrings. Oh, wow. Okay, so here's a stunning pair of heart, filigree, and pink crystal chandeliers. They have Geek raspberry multifaceted crystals and round crystals with metal trim. They also have beautiful Swarovski octagon crystals, which completes the design perfectly. They are worth $28.95. These are beautiful. These are beautiful. We didn't match ourselves up this time, though. Last couple of packages, I've been actually managing to match up with her, so to speak, a little bit. But just you can see them in the bag. Oh, wow, that's pretty. That's pretty. I love her work. I really love her work. And I really think that if you can find it, if you're looking for a jewelry subscription, this would be the one that I would recommend. I did have Earfleek for a while, and I finally had to give it up because it just was, the stuff you got was cheap. None of it really suited me. You had limited designs. This is just really nice. I'm willing to spend this. This is beautiful. So here they are on the card. She always posts them to her business card. You can see the beautiful little hearts in the crystals she was talking about. They're gorgeous. She knows that I can't have posts, but if you want posts, you can request posts, and she will get you posts. Let me get these guys off here. I've had a couple that have had hoops in them, and that's been fine too. Like those as well. That's pretty. All right, there. So, and I like these big hoops. I like them. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know how no, the phone is not going to focus on it. Just want you guys to see it. How beautiful and detailed everything is. So she's got a heart in the middle, and we've got the crystals hanging down. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous as usual, Jenny. As usual, they're beautiful. And I've got dragon earrings from her that I wear. I had to request hoops to put on them, but once I put the hoops on them, now I wear them all the time. That's beautiful. Oh, they're nice and long too. Barely see them against my skin. It's okay. The nice shiny does it for me. They're shiny. I like shinies. Get that in. And there we go. Those are beautiful. Look at those. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gonna put my hair back a bit. Nice. They're very nice. And they look like they'd be very, very heavy, but they're not. They're actually, I don't think any of her earrings are uncomfortable. I don't think I've had any weight issues in terms of what my ears can tolerate with her work. So beautiful. Thank you again, Jenny. They're gorgeous, and I really appreciate all the work and all the time that you put into the subscription and into these earrings. And I hope some of my ladies will come and subscribe because you do absolutely beautiful work. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Alrighty, so we are going to talk about these particular eyeshadows. Now, I think I've talked about Vanessa's Vanity at least, because I do have other pieces from her that I've used. Again, I didn't use any today, like these loose pigments, and I've got some highlighter type pigments that are in larger pans that have a beautiful pattern. Let me get those out so you can see those. So I have these from her as well. Now, there's one missing. It fell, it broke, and it was just not replaceable. But it was also in a color that I didn't use much, so I'm not all that. But if you could see, there are imprints on these. They're absolutely gorgeous. One of those is from Looxi. Probably be about the only thing I keep from Looxi, unfortunately. So yeah, let's get into it. My preferences are, I like the Vanessa Vanities the most, and I like the Looxis the least. The biggest problem is the blue. Most of these will swatch beautifully, but I have found them very difficult to actually use. They do not seem to pick up, and I do have this color. These two colors are very similar, and there's another color I have in another palette that actually is very similar to these. This seems to be a common color. I don't know why I picked it up. So one of the biggest problems I have with trying to use these is that they're so neutral. So more than likely, I'm just going to be dumping most of the neutrals out of here and sending those to Project Beauty Share. But definitely most of these, all of these Looxis are going to Project Beauty Share. They just do not have the pigmentation. All of these have, well, all but the Makeup Geek have quite a bit of fallout, but that's never been a problem for me because I do my eyes first thing, which that makes it easier for me to clean up and to cover up and do what I need to do to take care of any issues with fallout. But the Looxi, like I said, they're going to swatch beautifully. The Looxi in particular, I've had issues with pigmentation. That is a beautiful blue. I cannot get that blue to work on my eyes to save my life. I can't. Like I said, they swatch wonderfully, but in use, I'm not getting this kind of pigmentation on. And you'll see that this isn't even the best pigmentation out of the group. So, Looxi, I actually considered picking up a couple of others just to see if my initial thoughts about them were correct, if maybe I just got the wrong colors or whatever. But in the end, I've decided not to do that. This is, when you're being introduced to a brand, that introduction pretty much decides whether or not you're going to like that brand. And unfortunately, if the brand pigmentation isn't up to what you like from other brands that you're not going to want to throw more money down that drain. They have a very active Instagram. Their prices are very low. It seems like these are almost always on sale for $2 or something. But I just can't seem to get them to work for me in the way that I need them to work. And I can't seem to get the kind of looks that they show on their Instagram. I can't get the pigmentation. This one has been impossible. This is the color Deep. This has been impossible. I tried to use it today and I ended up having to use another color over it because it just does not come up at all. So yeah, I'm really, really disappointed in the Looxi. I'm probably not going to repurchase, and I wouldn't recommend the brand. So next is Terra Moons. These are beautiful. This white one is more of a topper than an actual, it doesn't seem to work well as an overall eyeshadow. The purples are beautiful. And I really wish I'd gotten a different color other than this gold, since I have a gold in the Vanessa Vanity, but here's the Terra Moons. And you can actually see the difference in pigmentation. Alrighty, hopefully now you can see this a little better. We had to adjust our lighting a bit. But as you can see, the Terra Moon's pigmentation is much better than the Looxi pigmentation. The shine is better. Just overall, they've done much better. I do not use the white one very much when I do use these, because it is, like I said, it's something that you would put over the top of something. It's more of a topper than anything else, but I've not had any problems. Terra Moon's is one that I think that I would like to purchase more from. I believe they're getting into multi-chromes and things of that nature. I'd have to look it up, but I do believe they're getting into multi-chromes, and I'm very, very interested in picking up their multi-chromes. However, they are a bit more expensive. Yeah, I think their multi-chrome pans are for the smaller pans are somewhere between 8 and 10, which makes sense. I mean, from what I've seen from other brands, multi-chromes are more expensive. They are apparently a little bit more difficult to make, so it makes sense. But that means it's going to be a while before I can get hold of any more. I really do want to get a hold of some more of her stuff. I do recommend it. It does work. I did use these purples underneath my eyes today. It's beautiful. And I do believe, no, I used this one. So today for under my brow. The Vanessa's Vanity, like I said, I think I have actually reviewed them before, and I will link that down below so that you can go ahead and check that out. But another brand that I really want more of and that I'm going to recommend. I really do enjoy their everything I've gotten. And she does mystery boxes. Actually, Terra Moon's might do too. My first Terra Moon's might have been a mystery box, but Vanessa Vanity's was definitely a mystery box. And I am interested in getting some more. I love this red of hers. Look at that. So again, you're looking at good quality pigmentation, nice shine on the real ones that are supposed to be really shiny. Just another beautiful brand. So I highly recommend her stuff as well. I'm going to go ahead and skip on by for the rest. Don't need to say much. It's pretty simple for most of these. Like I said, the Looxi I would not repurchase. The Vanessa Vanity and the Terra Moons I would. I'm kind of up in the air, especially with the rebranding for Makeup Geek. So let's get into the Makeup Geeks. I love this color here. It is a duochrome. I use the purple lot. This one's under my brow today, but because of the coloration, it doesn't show up as, doesn't show up as well on my skin. I'm going to go ahead and do these. The pigmentation on these is okay. I'm not going to say it's horrible. A lot of my issues with the colors here are the colors I chose rather than them being bad in that sense. But as you can see, the Makeup Geeks don't stand up to the Terra Moon and the Vanessa's Vanities either. They've got that same fadedness to them, even when I'm swatching, that the Looxi does. They're not just bright, even though they're shimmers. I don't even know. Let me see if I can get this one to show you this one is supposed to be, I believe, a duochrome. I don't know. I'm just going to go across right here. There we go. Sort of a pink to a purple. You kind of see it. You kind of see the shine. But again, there's a skin tone problem. Like I said, I don't know why I picked out some of these colors. I don't. So she's okay. They actually hold up well. The Looxi ones, they hold up okay. These hold up fairly well. You just have to really pack them on for me. And none of these actually really stand up much to my eyes, but the Terra Moon and the Vanessa Vanity, if my eyes start falling apart and I have to patch, they patch very well. The Makeup Geeks do patch fairly well, but that's probably mostly because they're shimmers. I didn't get any. I was thinking about getting mattes to try their mattes, but if their shimmers aren't working as well for me, why would I want to get their mattes? Seriously. So the Makeup Geeks are okay. They are not, again, it's not something I would repurchase, especially with this so-called rebrand that she's done. I don't see it as a rebrand. It's very odd. If you're going to rebrand, one would think that you would make bigger changes to the packaging. You would, I don't know, just something to distinguish yourself from the brand you were previously while trying to keep a common a thread. And this the matrix system is expensive, and I'm sorry, I can matrix freaking ColourPop for less than what she spent as telling people to buy these. So I probably won't be repurchasing from Makeup Geek either. Just the color stories themselves tell you where these fall. This is without any primer on my arms. This is without, you know, I'm not packing them on. I've used them on and off. Obviously the browner shades have been shades that I've not been that impressed with or been using that much. And in fact, most of the browns in here will probably get pulled out to be given to Project Booty Share. But yeah, just I'm going to stick with Terra Moons and Vanessa Vanity. I've really enjoyed the highlighters and all of that. I'll make sure I've got you right. Yes, these are Vanessa Vanity. So for the highlighters, let's do our wet wipe real quick. So this is taking a wet wipe across. And as you can see, the Makeup Geek has no staying power. The Looxi at least has some staying power. The Terra Moons and the Vanessa Vanities, it depends on the color. They don't have that stronger staying power that I would prefer, but they work on my eyes, and they travel well. I've taken them with me for places, you know, I put them in a smaller thing, but they repair well. I don't feel like I'm going to end up with an issue if I can't repair it, or that I won't be able to repair it if I need to, or anything like that. Just was really kind of surprised at Makeup Geek. I really was. It was a brand that I thought, I mean, the way people talked about it initially, I understand that it kind of had sort of fallen off by the wayside for a while, but people were talking about it like it used to be so good. So, and a lot of the problems that they were bringing up had to do more with the way her palettes were going, rather than whether or not the shadows had any pigmentation or patchiness or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to grab two highlighters here so we can do these highlighters. These are the Vanessa Vanities ones. I'm going to go ahead and do them with my fingers first. You know what? We'll do the Looxi one too. The Looxi one also is in a pan that doesn't seem to want to stick well. All right, so the first two are the Vanessa Vanities. And there's the Looxi. And that works fairly well. That's very nice. This is the lighter of the Vanessa Vanities. Just using a brush. I'm going to use a different brush. Get the pink one. Lots of dust on that one. I don't know. That one comes off a bit more of a rosy goldy color. I might give that one to my daughter. And then we have the Looxi. Come on. As you can see, again, there's an issue with the Looxi doing much of anything. So, yeah. Out of the four, I recommend Vanessa Vanity and Terra Moons. Makeup Geek, I don't know. I think Makeup Geek would only be for people who can afford it, and if the formulation of her shadows have changed, because based on what they are right now, I wouldn't recommend them as a purchase. Just because for me, they just seem like they don't have staying power. They're kind of patchy on the pigmentation. They're usable. You can pack them on. They're nothing special. They're not worth the price, especially the price she's charging now. That's a big one right there, the price she's charging now. But the Vanessa Vanity and the Terra Moons are they're beautiful. They're blendable. Obviously, they had pigmentation, all of that stuff. So, yeah, it's not a very coherent review of them, and it's not as in-depth as I've done with some of the others, and I didn't do a look for you guys. But I needed to get them off my plate, so to speak. You guys have been waiting to hear about them for a while, I would assume. And you all know I try to get back to you. Sometimes I don't manage to make it, but I try to get back to you. Anyway, so that is it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen, I hope you will subscribe. And if you do subscribe, lots of ifs, folks. If you do subscribe, I hope you will hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday. We may go back to Friday, but right now I think the Thursday is going to work better for me. But in addition to that, we have bonus videos. Once a month, my son opens my Geek box, and he's got his fans who love him. And yes, he will have another one for January. As far as I know, Dad has not canceled that subscription. So you will see that again. We do indie brand openings, generally speaking. We've had 2 in the last week or 2. So we had 2 this month. One of them might have been the end of last month, but we've had 2 so far, and we try to do those around once a month or so, give or take, depending on what's going on and what I manage to get my hands on. And also, on the few occasions when my subscribers send me something, that will also get opened in a bonus video. In the summer, we are going to be trying our container garden again. So we will actually be starting to set up for that in probably March, depending on the weather, which has been so strange. If it's still really cool, probably not. But you guys, that'll be around the time to start looking for those if you're interested in those. And if you are interested in any of those, you're going to need to have that bell rung, because those go up on days that are not my normal ones. In other words, not on a Monday and not on a Thursday. If you're part of my notification squad, you'll want to check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. Probably don't need to. I've not had any issues. If anyone's had issues, please let us know down below. But I think YouTube has gotten that fixed, at least for now. And if you choose not to subscribe, well, we'd be sad and disappointed. But hopefully you will come back again, because we love having the company. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. She is still nice and toasty. Not hot, but toasty. And it's been about 20 minutes or so. Let's give her a sip. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. There is something coming off on the back end that's a little on the bitter end. Not bitter. Almost bitter. It's not a bitter flavor, but it's definitely not the sweetness of the honey or the rest of it, of the vanilla. Very good tea. Highly recommend it. And that would be it for the day. Hope you have a good one.